fellow Libras. Hope things are going well for you, excuse me. And let's get started with the Devil, the Six of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. So starting with a power card, ending with a power card. We have the Fool, another power card, the Knight of Cups, the Nine of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles. So a lot of money in your reading this week, Libra. But we are starting out with the Devil. And you know the Devil likes to talk to us a lot. He likes to convince us and tell us we need to change something. So if you have noticed anything that you've been trying to change but hasn't happened yet, I feel like the Devil is talking about that big change that needs to happen, something that's impulsive, and you just, when you really look at the whole situation, you're like, wow, this is really not a good behavior. Why am I still doing this? That is what I feel like the Devil is saying this week for us, Libra, that there's a bad behavior or something that we haven't been able to correct it yet. There's something that you have actually consciously thought about changing. You actually consciously know it, it's something that needs to be changed, but yet it hasn't changed yet. If anything, it's in full force. It's fully ensconced in your life. It's just something that you do, and oh well. But the Devil comes back quite a bit to us to remind us, hey, you remember when I was here last time and I told you need to change this? I see it hasn't changed. So I'm here again. So think about that. It might not be something that is super easy. More likely it is something that's very difficult for you, or something that you feel is hopeless. Like, I can't possibly change this. How could I change this? I'm powerless. Well, I hate to tell you, Libra, but this is not something that you are powerless to change. If you were, the message wouldn't keep coming from the universe, from Spirit, to change it. It's something that is within your grasp. It is something that you do have complete control over, and Spirit is reminding you of that. You can change this, Libra, and you need to change it. Then at the other end of the reading, right here you have the Hanged Man. So with the Hanged Man, it's saying that some meditation may be required. You may need to really just stop for a moment and really collect yourself and figure out, what do I need to do to make this happen? I think that the Hanged Man is kind of working with the Devil this week, telling us, Libra, you need to change this, but have you really given it any thought? I mean, you think you're thinking about it because, well, I know I need to do this, or I know that this isn't good for me, or I know that I've been, trying to change this for a long time, but I just can't do it. No, you are talking about it. That is not the same as thinking about it. So the Hanged Man is asking you to think about it, to really embrace what that means. Wrap your entire being around it, not just your mind, but your entire being. Wrap it around that idea, that thing that you know that needs to change, and change it, Libra, because only you can do it. So the Fool is also reinforcing our message from the Devil. The Fool is saying you have to be brave, and you have to be open to the experience. You have to be enthusiastic and make that positive condition for your success, for the success of what you're trying to change, of what you want to accomplish. So the Fool's just reminding you, you have to get that soil ready to plant those seeds for success. I know that sounds kind of self-helpy, but it's meant to be self-helpy, Libra, because you need help, and only you can change it. So if you want to be able to move forward, if you want to be able to conquer this and do it in a very do it in style. You know how we are. Do it with a smile on your face and that sense of accomplishment, that sense of enthusiasm, and just say, I got this. I know what needs to be done. I'm going to do it. Just do it. I would love to see that for us, Libra, because I'm sure if you really think about it, if you contemplate, there is something, even if it's only one thing, there is something that you would like to change, and you just know that it would make things better if you did it. So think about that. Now, we have your challenge here. We have your Nine of Swords, and of course, the Nine of Swords truly is a challenge card. It's the card that reminds us that we can let our fears just build and grow and fester in our minds, and then we have a hard time determining what are we really afraid of, what really needs to change. So that Nine of Swords is reminding us, okay, how many times do we have to be told to change this behavior? And now the Nine of Swords is saying, well, I'm just going to cause you a lot of undue stress and anxiety because I'm just going to work it up. I'm just going to work you up. I'm going to get that fear building. I'm going to get that sense of failure building till you can't stand it. Well, no, you're not. Because the devil is here to tell me you need to change that. I'm going to come back and I'm going to remind you whenever I feel you're not paying attention. And then we have the Hanged Man saying, and you need to pay attention. You need to listen to yourself because you already know what you need to do. You already know the path to success, to get past that behavior, to get past that thing, but you just don't want to do it. You aren't enthusiastic about it, but the Fool is there to give you that enthusiasm, to tell you you can do this, but you have to do it. It has to be you. So now let's go ahead and look at your emotional card. Your emotional card is the Knight of Cups. So I feel like the Knight of Cups is always reminding you to have fun with things, flirt with not just other people, but ideas and notions, and just really be open to, have a positive attitude when it comes to something new and different. That's what that flirtiness means to me. So in this case, yes, you need to embrace that flirtiness, that childlike wonder. You need to get there so that you can get past this thing. And then last but not least, we have your money cards, your pentacles, your 6, your 9, and your 10. 6 of Pentacles is talking about being able to be a gracious acceptor and also a gracious giver when it comes to something in the near future. Something is going to happen with you in exchange with someone else, and it's not always money. And I have the feeling in this case it's going to be some sort of mutual support system where you're going to be backing each other with these changes, and just I feel like it's going to be an emotional exchange that is going to be happening for you. Support is going to be given, and it's going to be gratefully accepted and given. If that makes sense to you, you're going to be giving it and getting it, and it's going to help you with your endeavor. With the 9 of Pentacles, we are talking about good luck and prosperity and just being very confident and having really high self-esteem. So on the road to changing this behavior, you are going to change yourself, Libra. So it's a great thing. And that 9 of Pentacles is just saying that very thing, that good luck and prosperity are there for you. You just have to want it bad enough. And then your 10 of Pentacles. And your 10 is just talking about having the support at home to be financially stable and also support at home in general. So everyone is part of this. It doesn't just take a village to raise a child. Sometimes it takes a village to change a habit. So change your habit and you'll have all sorts of things working in your favor, Libra. That is what I'm seeing for you this week. Thank you for joining me, and I invite you to tune in for my Weekend Energy show, which airs this Thursday. And as always, essentially, we all have a divine purpose. Embrace the universe and live your dream. Until next week, here's wishing you health, prosperity, and positive relationships. Farewell to you.